Hello, everybody. Thank you again for joining me. I am Heather Halliday, certified nutritional therapist with Essential Wellness Northwest, and of course, I'm Mom to Keeley. Some of you know me as a nutritional therapist or perhaps even a massage therapist, but did you know, despite my title, I have been teaching my entire career. I've educated my clients for over 20 years, and honestly, it's been the absolute best part of my job. So now here I go. Educating people in a new platform, but in a very powerful way. I have a special treat in the coming weeks. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my absolute favorite people via Facebook Live. These professionals will be able to help you find true healing from the inside out. We're going to be exploring many ways to find health, and perhaps for some of you, you will learn a new perspective as to what truly being healthy looks like. However you may know me, I am thrilled to have you here with me today. And if you stay with me throughout this broadcast, I'll be giving you a special. I'll be telling you more towards the end of the Facebook Live, so be sure to stay tuned. I will be putting a link in the comments below. I want you to help me welcome my friend, Hayley Mahdieh. She's a certified personal trainer. So why don't you go ahead and say hello, Hayley?
Hi, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little bibliography about me. So right now I am a NASM certified personal trainer, and I'm soon to get my fitness nutrition specialization also by NASM. And so I've been, I guess, active my entire life. I did cheerleading when I was a lot younger, and I did that all the way up to my senior year of high school. Being in like a cheerleading uniform, it was just always sort of tight on me, and I wasn't feeling comfortable, and it caused a lot of body dysmorphia with me and how I viewed myself. It actually spiraled into an eating disorder, and I had to go into treatment. After treatment, I started following all these girls on Instagram that were lifting and talking about eating so much more and not doing any cardio, and I was like, oh my gosh, they had bodies that I dreamed of having with all these curves, not being really tiny and having all this muscle. So then I started getting into lifting weights and eating more, and yeah, and so I then started following bikini competitors, and then I began to prep for my first bikini competition, and I've been hooked ever since. I've been competing every spring ever since then, and I found my passion and my true calling in the gym. So I just want to share that with everyone and help as many people as I can.
I think that's so fantastic, especially knowing that you've come from a place of being kind of in a wrong place in your head when it comes to your body, and you have a full circle moment and actually love and embrace your body and find a way that you can actually help people and hopefully overcome their own issues around body image. I don't know one single woman, and plenty of men, that don't have issues with body image. So I think that's fantastic that you've had quite the journey, and here you are today as a personal trainer. So yay, congratulations.
Yay. Thank you.
That is so amazing. So I've got some questions for you if you don't mind, Hayley. I know a lot of people have different opinions about personal trainers and why they should or should not use a personal trainer. And certainly when people come in to see me that are into fitness, one of the questions they ask me is, what should I eat pre and post workout? So I want to ask you that question because obviously you're a trainer and you're into nutrition. So what would you recommend and why?
Okay, so food is fuel. You should, in my opinion, not go into a workout fasted. The main sources of energy that you need to use to fuel your workout is carbohydrates and protein. So carbohydrates is what fuels your muscles, so you don't break down as much muscle as you're working out. Same thing with protein. Protein has essential amino acids in it that help replenish your muscles. So taking in carbohydrates and protein is very important to prevent any muscle loss, and it's what's going to help you grow.
Can you give me an example of maybe what you eat before you work out? Like, what is your typical
Yeah.
pre-workout meal?
So this is a lot more in depth. Some of these viewers, they might count their macros and they might not. So if you do count macros, I recommend that 50% of the carbohydrates you're taking throughout the day, you put it actually around your workout. So for me, what that looks like is 25% of my carbs pre-workout and then the other 25% of carbs post-workout. For people that don't track macros, that's okay if you eat intuitively. There's nothing wrong with that. So just think, okay, I need to have probably about half of the carbs that I'm taking in around my workout. So something that you could do is like a banana or jasmine rice or a berry smoothie with almond milk, anything like that. And for protein, again, if you track macros, then I would say about 15% of your daily protein intake pre and post workout. But if you don't, that's okay. An example that I can use is a cup of egg whites or like a palm size of chicken breast.
Okay, so great. That's fantastic news because I know a lot of people ask me that, and it's kind of confusing because I'm certainly not aiming to be a bikini competitor.
Yeah.
So I know for me in my business, whole food eating is super important. So how does whole food eating affect the results of people that you see? So what's the difference
Yeah.
maybe between somebody that might carb up or get their fats and proteins via either a shake or a protein bar versus people that maybe eat whole nutrient dense foods? Is there a difference?
Yeah, I believe that there is definitely a difference when you're eating whole foods. Eating things with a lot of high sugar or gluten or artificial sweeteners causes a lot of digestive issues, and it can cause a lot of bloating, and it can cause water retention. And you might actually have intolerances to those artificial sweeteners or the gluten or the dairy, and you don't even know about it. So eating whole foods, I think, is the best way to go. It will make you feel also a lot less sluggish when you're in the gym. You'll actually have more energy by eating whole foods, and it's so much better for your digestive system, and getting in the right amount of fiber is super important too. So yeah, I definitely see a big difference in my clients that eat whole foods just with their digestion and how they're feeling and having more natural energy. It's just, yeah, a better way to go for sure.
Well, and I would imagine too that if you're gonna try and fuel yourself with a bunch of artificial products, things that have been
Hmm.
processed versus actually using real food,
Yeah.
that would have an effect on just how you feel during your workout, or maybe even the amount of energy that you might be able to sustain. Because I would imagine
Yeah.
the bar might burn up quickly, where if you're actually getting those egg whites or vegetables, that it would have a different effect. So
Yes.
fantastic information. Thank you, Hayley. So
Yeah.
what would you say or do to someone that has some serious anxiety and fear about being in the gym or around people in the gym or doesn't want to go to the gym? What would you say
Yeah.
to that?
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is honestly, you need to just get yourself in there. Whether it's just like even just like stretching on the side in a personal area of the gym or just doing cardio. Getting yourself out there in the gym is the most important thing. Another thing is people are worried that others are judging them and they're watching them. Well, what I want to tell you is I can promise you no one is focusing on you. No one is judging you. People go to the gym to focus on their goals and themselves. They're not thinking about, oh, she's pulling only 10 pounds when I've seen this other girl pull 50 pounds. Like, no one's really thinking that. Another like strategy you can use is to bring a friend along with you, so you have that extra support there with you. Another thing that I like doing is when I go work out, I bring my headphones and I put a hat on. And that's like the sign of don't talk to me. I'm here for myself and I just want to work out and get it done and be left alone.
Well,
So
I
those are
think
my
that's
tips.
actually a great message because I think a lot of people have that fear of going to the gym, but they have to remember it's for them.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody else. As long
Yeah.
as they stay focused on what their goals are, then hopefully they can put those other things around. And I really like the idea of earphones and a hat. I think that does
Mm-hmm.
and if people are concerned about how horrible they are or not looking, then that's a great way to be in disguise. So I
Yes.
think that's
Yes.
also another great tip. Thank you so much, Hayley. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of women in particular that love to lift weights, but are concerned about getting that bulky look or losing the tone look. What would
Mm-hmm.
you recommend they do so that they don't feel like they're going to come out of there looking fake?
Right. So I get so many questions about this from women. They're like, I want to get a big and perkier butt, but I don't want those huge developed quads that I see on these girls. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing. You will absolutely not get bulky no matter how heavy you lift unless you're taking steroids. Naturally, your body just can't do that. So, another thing that I love about training and bodybuilding is you get to sculpt your body the way you want to by how you lift, which is so awesome. So, for example, for girls that want a bigger and perkier butt, but they want to keep their legs small, avoid exercises like squatting, lunging, and leg press for sure because those you're really gonna feel it in your quads. Instead, you can do things like glute kickbacks, hip thrusts, glute abductions or banded abductions, and I have exercises like that that you can actually view on my Facebook or Instagram page.
That's great. 'Cause I know you are loaded full of videos on your Facebook page, so
Yeah.
we will absolutely make sure to put a link down below in the comments share so people can take a look at your videos because I know you've got a lot of them. That's great. I actually didn't know that. I thought that depending on how you work out made you look bulkier. So the fact that
Mhm.
you can actually sculpt specific body parts and avoid those that you're not wanting to enhance. I certainly do not need to enhance my booty. It's big enough on its own. Why? That is a really good reason not to do squats.
Yeah.
So how do you keep your clients motivated when they aren't seeing the results they'd like to? And
Right.
I know for a lot of people, if they're not seeing the results, maybe they're not losing the weight or they're not getting toned or their arms don't look the way they want, they think it doesn't work and they give up. So what would you suggest that crowd or group of people, because I know I'm not alone when I say that, the
Yeah.
amount of frustration that people can have.
Oh, for sure. So there's a few things I want to touch on this. The first thing is that patience is key, okay? Progress does not happen overnight at all. It takes time. So, and then a lot of people also get caught up on the scale, the number on the scale. They're like, "Oh, the scale, it's not moving or even maybe my weight's going up. I don't know what to do." Well, when you're in a caloric deficit and you tend to stress out more, making you hold water weight. So the scale isn't always the best tool to measure progress. I actually recommend my clients to take progress pictures week to week because you can definitely be tightening up, but the number on the scale will not change.
Sure.
Another thing is to journal. And honestly, this prep for me, I'm on prep right now, and this is the first time that I've actually journaled. And it has made a huge difference. Some people, they think that they're doing everything they can. They're doing their workouts perfectly. They're following their meal plan just right. But then I tell them to journal, to log everything in, their workouts, their meal plans, and how they're feeling throughout the day. And what they notice after doing that is everything isn't as perfect as they think it is. They're
Right.
not doing maybe a couple sets that they're supposed to be doing in their workout program. They're not really pushing themselves during their cardio like they should be. And so, yeah, journaling is a big, great tip that I would recommend to so many people to help with their progress. So, yeah, journaling, and patience, not getting caught up on the scale. Those are important things that could help you.
I think that's fantastic. And I actually tell my clients that all the time because the scale only measures one thing,
Yeah.
how much your body weighs at that particular moment. What
Yeah.
it doesn't say, what doesn't register on the scale is how are you sleeping at night? How does your
Mm-hmm.
body feel? Do you have aches and pains? Are those starting to go away? Are you more flexible? Do you have less water retention? None of that shows up in the scale, but as
Mm-hmm.
Americans, we are so into what that number says. So I think that's a fantastic reminder to be able to tell people to look beyond the scale and really start looking at how their body's feeling. And a journal is a fantastic tool across the board. And it, not only with workouts or if you're trying to transition your foods, but just in your life. Like, how is your mood? That's one thing I tell my clients all the time. Like, don't forget to write how you're feeling that day. Because
Mm-hmm.
that can be a huge indication of progress. If you
Oh,
see
for
a trend
sure.
of starting to feel better, healthier, or more vibrant, that's going to be an indication that something's working. So whether that be, you're getting a lot more endorphins and you're getting all those toxins out of your body from doing the workout, or if you're eating more cleanly, all of it translates to feeling better, which is far better than a number on a scale. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for reminding us of that. I think it's absolutely a great reminder. So,
Yeah.
Hayley, you have given our viewers some great tips that have absolutely helped them along their journey towards finding their health. If people wanted to find you, how can they? So we know you have a Facebook page. Is there another way that they can connect with you?
Yeah, there's a couple different things you can do. So I also have an Instagram and it's at Hayley Mahdieh. So just my name, no dashes, no numbers or anything, just Hayley Mahdieh. So you can follow me on there. Another way that you can contact me is through my email. So right now I am taking on clients and clients also for personal training. So you can email me at my name again, Hayley Mahdieh at gmail.com.
Great. Well, I'll be sure and put those in the comment. And I think that's fantastic. And if people had a few more questions, do you have any problems with them popping you an email to ask you a few more questions?
Oh, no problem at all. I'd love to help anyone.
Oh, that's fantastic. So
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, Hayley, for taking time and giving us so much information about the true benefits of working out. I've got absolutely no doubt that our viewers learned some new things today. And I will be sure and put Hayley's contact information in the comments below here in a minute, so you'll definitely have that. And thank you so much to our viewers for your support today. I
Yeah,
can't
thank you
thank you
guys.
enough for taking time out of your day to be with us. And as I promised, I want to give you a little something that will help you along your journey towards healing. I created this amazing shopper's guide that I'm gifting to you that I created. It was crafted with so much love and so much thought. And its purpose is to help you navigate whole, nutrient-dense healing foods. I know the whole process of changing the way you eat can absolutely be overwhelming, and I hope that this guide will make that transition a little bit easier. If you'd like a copy of it, you can go to my website, which I'll put on the comments, a link to the comments below, and sign up, and you'll get that shopper's guide via email. And if you are having trouble with health issues and you have not found the answers, please feel free to reach out to myself or to Hayley. I would be happy to schedule a free consultation with you over the phone. You can either private message me or go right to my website and hit the button for a complimentary session. So thank you so much, everyone. I am Heather Halliday with Essential Wellness Northwest. I'm coming to you live from Redmond, Washington, where true healing is happening as we speak. Thank you so much. And thank you again, Hayley. I appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.